Any of our young drivers must be capable of winning a Grand Prix. That's our goal. And if you see that there's no chance to achieve that, then we are reacting.
Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I love Red Bull. It's a great drink. Best energy drink in the business. Welcome back to F1 Championship Edition. Last time out we had a brilliant race, all things considered. P2 on our debut, pole position on our debut. This race will perfectly demonstrate just how inconsistent the AI are. Obviously last time out I absolutely battered them. Mostly.
This corner actually I don't know much about. I'm not very good at this corner.
This time out it's going to be painful to have to commentate and watch this back, I think. Obviously this time out we don't have to deal with any trials to get into a car, so we can jump straight into qualifying for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Round the final corner, we're about to start our first lap. Dry weather, thankfully. Let's see what we can do. And we're going to commit one of the most disgusting corner cuts I think I've ever done, and rightfully get our lap time deleted. That was absolutely diabolical. Regardless, I decided to push on just to see what my lap time was and what my pace was like in comparison to everyone else. Coming up to the line now, we're going to get a 1:37.193. We'll wait for someone to cross the line to see what our pace is looking like. We're a tenth faster than Christian Albers in the Midlands car. And if you don't know who the Midlands team is, that kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're shit. So it's not a promising start, but let's hope that was just a bad lap from me. Let's pray it's a bad lap from me. We're going to cross the line for a second time. That is significantly better. That's still only P7. That's concerning, but we get through to Q2. After that lap, I had a bit more confidence in Q2, and on my initial lap in Q2, we're going to set F33.9, which I thought immediately was pretty safe. We go back to the garage immediately and we sit P9, so we're not safe at all, really. We then advance time and I dropped down to P10, only 600ths ahead of Trulli. So I have no choice but to go back out. And coming to the end of our final Q2 lap, we won't be able to get another lap time in. We set the exact same lap time as we did on the previous lap. I mean, obviously we stay P10, but surely that's more impressive in a way. Well, that seems to be our max pace. We decide to return to the garage and we do actually hold on to P10. Somehow, I'm not sure how no one improved, but we go through to Q3. I'll be honest, I am not optimistic at all for Q3 because heavy fuel in this car is torture. So I decided to do what I usually do for Q3, advance time to the final 5 minutes and then spend the remaining 5 minutes just outdoing lap after lap. We get maybe 3 or 4 laps in this way. It's better than just sweating it for 20 minutes. Up to the line for our first lap in Q3. It's P9, so it's one better than I initially thought. Continuing to push on after that qualifying lap at the final corner now for our second lap. We've gone green in Sector 1, green in Sector 2, so we're looking to improve, hopefully jump up the order a little bit. Maybe a bit more than that would have been nice. But it looked like we were finding more and more pace on our final lap of qualifying now. Green in Sector 1 once again, green in Sector 2 once again. Running horrendously wide at the final corner, probably losing it all. Up to the line. And we stay P9. I mean, that's one better than I expected, to be honest. So it's not back-to-back poles, but it is P9, which is a decent effort for a Toro Rosso. Some decent chance of points tomorrow. Unless, of course, it rains tomorrow, then it's going to be a rough one. Rain is truly the great equaliser in this game, mainly because the AI are absolutely OP as hell in the rain. So let's go to the race and hope for dry weather.
The race is go!
While your tyres are blue, don't go crazy. Wait till they're green and you have optimum traction.
I would commentate over this, but to be honest, guys, I can't fucking see anything. I think we're nearing turn 1. We've been swamped by a Sauber and a Red Bull because I have no confidence in the wet. The car doesn't turn in the dry, and in the wet it's just absolutely horrific. We've been swamped by a Toyota as well. Banging wheels with Ralf Schumacher, round turn 3. We've just about stayed ahead of him. I can't see who's ahead of me. We're still banging wheels with Ralf Schumacher. Heading down towards turn number 4, I imagine we're going to get dived up the inside by Ralf Schumacher, yep, and the other Toyota of Jarno Trulli. We managed to hold off one Toyota. Now to my favourite corner on the track. You can see the understeer in this car is absolutely horrendous. We've caught onto the side of Trulli and we've let 2 more cars through. Just a reminder, we started P9 in this race. We're now down to P14 and it's only been half a lap. It's going absolutely incredibly. We've hit the back of Christian Klein in the Red Bull. Obviously, it wasn't his fault at all. We can't blame the Red Bulls because we've got to be on Helmut Marko's good side. I don't think we're going to be on his good side after this opening lap, though. This is painful to watch. Luckily, though, you know, it looks like we found our pace in P14. We are massively overperforming in P9, it seems. There's a car that's gone off or blown up ahead of us. There's the oil on the track, and there's smoke up ahead of us. That's going to be an extra position to us. That's David Coulthard. Obviously, that's not the Red Bull car's fault. That's purely driver's skill. That's the reason that car's blown up. The Red Bull is faultless in every conceivable way. But at the end of the lap, we are P13. We've lost 4 positions. I'm getting sacked. So last race in Bahrain, easy track compared to the AI. I can absolutely dominate unless I fuck it up myself, which obviously I did. Malaysia in the rain, I basically become Yuji Ide. If you don't know who that is, he's a driver on the 2006 grid who got his license revoked because he was absolutely fucking shit. If I lose to him, I might as well just end the series now. On lap number 2, it's looking like we don't really have the pace of Christian Klein in the Red Bull because we're battling Nico Rosberg in the Williams, and actually I wouldn't call that battling, he's kind of just driven past us with ease, and I've been rear-ended by Jarno Trulli. Thanks, Jarno. I'm losing to Yuji Ide. I'm losing to Ide. I'm losing to fucking Ide. If you're wondering what happened there, basically, the AI on this game, they have a line that they follow and a breaking point they stick to, regardless of anyone around them. So, with it being quite wet and me not really being confident in the car, I broke a bit early into that corner so I can make it around the corner. The AI brake where they always brake, and because I was in the way, they hit me out the way. So I've got to make up for this shit now. My goal for the rest of this race, obviously points are out the window. I just wanted to beat the Super Aguris. They're the slowest car comfortably. I managed to catch on to the back of them in a couple of laps time, but we've got to pass them, and I've also got to make sure I don't get hit by them when overtaking. This was my sole goal. I did not want to lose to Ide. Losing to Sato, he's a decent driver. Losing to Ide, I'd never recover from. On a positive note, turn 4 is where I actually had the pace on the AI. As you'll see, we get the run on Sato around the outside of the S-bend, which obviously is not going to work. We managed to hold it against the Super Aguri at least, so you know, we can beat the worst car on the grid around that corner, but absolutely no one else. Next up is the worst driver in Formula 1. I'm not sure if it was because I was alongside Super Aguris, that probably was the reason, but I did feel like I found a bit of pace now and a bit of confidence around this track in the rain. We go down the inside of Yuji Ide at the penultimate corner, and it's a pretty easy move. Hopefully we can run away from him. If we're still going to battle him the rest of the race, we're probably going to die. But after passing the Super Aguris, I did feel like I found a bit of pace again. I caught onto the back of Albers, who we're challenging now. You can't make him out, but he is there. We obviously weren't battling for points at this stage. Thank God, because I cut the corner a few corners later. Now let's play a little game, shall we? I've just cut the corner. It wasn't by a lot. You know, all 4 wheels are off track. It was a corner cut. I didn't gain anything at all, arguably. What do you think the penalty was? Is it A, just a warning? Is it B, nothing more than an invalid lap time? Is it C, an instant 3-second penalty? Or is it D, something completely unreasonable and unjustified? If you said D, you'd be spot on, because the penalty for a corner cut is your car being limited to pit lane speed for 6 seconds. And then being rear-ended by Ide. That's not part of the penalty, that's just what happened. That's just Ide being Ide. So yeah, the general rule of this game is don't corner cut, otherwise your entire race is ruined. So we've lost all the time we gained on Albers, and we're now back with the vermin that is the Super Aguri car. On the plus side, never mind. I don't really know. I don't really know what happened there. Someone's retired ahead of us. Rosberg's gone up in smoke. I don't really know why I lost the car in Sector 3, but I guess I was just a bit pissed off by the penalty at this stage. This race isn't going well, in any aspect.
Steady 13. Not going to be unlucky for you.
Shut the fuck up. At this stage, I really didn't know what I was racing for. I didn't know what position I was. It's going to be even less now. I could not get away from the Super Agouris, despite having so much more pace than them. Now, there's more contact with Ide as he tries to leave room for, I think that was Schumacher in a Toyota. We're now down behind the Super Aguri again. We're still yet to pit. There's still 7 laps to go of this, and I just want it to be over as quickly as possible. We're drifting. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm watching this back, and I feel as frustrated as I was when I was actually racing.
One of the Hondas has had a set 2 with the barrier. It's Button! He's sustained quite a bit of damage to his rear wing there. He may be able to get it back to the pits and replace it, but it's going to cost him a lot of time. Well, he's clearly going to have to retire from that incident today.
Here we go, this is our moment. A car has crashed just as we come into the pit, the safety car will come out, we can get back in this race on fresh tyres. This is the thing we needed to happen. This is going to bring us back into points of contention. This is going to bring us back into a decent spot in this race. Yeah, there's no safety cars in this game. So with that, we continued on with our fight with the Super Agouris. I can't believe this fight is still going on. I've got nothing to say. I had so much more pace than these guys, and I could not keep away from them. Like, you can see the pace difference. I'm all over the back of Ide. We're probably going to take him into turn 4. We do take him into turn... Never mind, he's outbraked us. Why are we struggling to get past Ide now? We breezed past him last time. In other news, we very nearly got lapped. Michael Schumacher has just gone into Sector 2. He's about 4 corners behind us. I kind of wish he was going to lap us, so this race would be over quicker, but we're going to go up the inside of Ide. Just hit him out of the way at this point, I really don't care. If I retire, I retire. But we do get the move done. Are we going to catch Sato? Maybe. We'll probably fall back into the grasp of Ide soon. It's for P17 or 18. To be honest, I really don't care anymore. One small positive I could take away from this race: on the last lap, Montoya retired. My, I guess, championship rival. I mean, he's the only person ahead of me in the standings, at least before this race. So we're going to get P17 unless we manage to catch onto the back of... Never mind, we've cut the fucking corner again. Luckily, Ide is quite far behind, so we are going to hold on to P17. Thank God, I really valued that P17. Stop fucking weaving, you dickhead. Why did I weave? There's nothing to weave about. So we plummet to P6 in the standings. Honestly, I'm surprised it's not more.
We'll see you in 2 weeks' time in Australia at Albert Park for round 3. Until then, take care.
I'm so glad Brundle is going to cover the commentary on this part, because I have nothing left to give. Thank you for watching. As Martin said, I will see you in Australia. Showing my potential. The team is really buzzing at the moment, and some of that is down to you and your recent performances. You have the attitude of a winner, and the future is looking bright. The Ötzi has commented on what a natural talent you are. You make it look easy. They must have sent that to the wrong person. Did they watch the race?